Hello everyone, this is Mumbo here, welcome back, and today we're going to be taking a look at something really quite awesome, and that is this pop-up campfire. Now, as you guys know, I really like to keep up to date with what the Redstone community is up to, and the other day I was taking a look through my YouTube subscription feed, and I stumbled across something absolutely amazing. A guy called Myzuma Games has come up with a way to fire a fire charge through a piston, the piston arm, and a block so that it sets fire to the top of it. Now that really does open up a large number of possibilities in terms of contraptions using fire, and the one that he came up with was really very impressive, and I'll put a link to his video down in the description. But I thought I'd try and keep things simple and make just an easy toggleable campfire, but it turns out it was a little bit more difficult than I was expecting. So as you can see here, we've got a completely flat area of sandstone. There's nothing suspect about this area. It looks completely normal. But if we just head down here and flick this lever, you will see that straight away a piece of netherrack pops up, goes down, pops back up, and then suddenly is set on fire. And that is pretty much how the system works. That's not just me doing some shabby piston timings. That's how you have to do it. But anyway, if we just head down here once again and flick this lever, you will see that our netherrack is folded away and the sandstone returns. It's completely flush with the floor and you wouldn't even know it was there. Stripping away all of the blocks, you can see that this simple idea for a contraption turned out to be a bit of a monster. This is actually a relatively large contraption that went through 3 different iterations. The first design was absolutely huge, the second design didn't actually end up working, and this third design here is the one that you can see, which still can probably be improved upon. But anyway, if we flick this lever down here, you will see all of the piston action that has to happen. There's a lot of retracting, extending, and swapping of blocks and all that good stuff. And if you flick the lever once again, the closing is actually considerably simpler. But what I thought I'd do is actually just give a rough explanation of how this netherrack fire charge firing works, so you can get an idea of how to do it and how to use it in your own contraptions. So the first step to understanding how all of this works is this little contraption here. Now this was originally showcased by a chap called Phenoman, and once again I'll put a link to his video down in the description, but it essentially showcased that if you power a piston with a 3-tick pulse so that it extends and retracts very quickly, whilst firing a fire charge through it, it will travel through the piston and through this piece of netherrack here. So if you hit the button, we will see that the piston extends, retracts, and then we get ourselves some fire. But that isn't the same system that we are using in here, because we need the netherrack to be up at this level, which is a little bit more complicated. This here is the circuit that I've come up with to solve that little problem. It's not exactly massive, but it's certainly bigger than the original. But as you can see, we've got our netherrack up here. When we hit this button, the netherrack is retracted, then pushed back up and set on fire, as you can see. Now that is extremely important to me, because that means of course we can have this flush with the floor but still retain the ability to retract the block down under the ground, swap it around and do whatever we want with it. For example, with this contraption here, we have a flat area, we swap out the blocks, and then we have ourselves a fire, which I think is very cool. So there we have it, ladies and gents. That is my pop-up campfire all explained. Of course, if you do want to take a closer look at the redstone behind this thing, then as always there is a world download down in the description for you to check out. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to hit that like button, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.